A new trend on social media raising serious concern among local police departments. It involves people shooting innocent bystanders with water pellets.
Please,
Okay.
don't pee your pants for TikTok. This is perhaps one
What?
of the dumbest challenges
What
next
is
to
wrong
eating
with
Tide
people?
Pods I've ever witnessed.
TikTok is not reality to real life, but there's real consequences.
No way,
for
really?
some of those things that go on there.
TikTok
That's crazy, I
created the
didn't know
internet's
that.
worst challenges. And as of right now, TikTok could potentially be banned. Today, we'll explore the dumbest TikTok
But it
trends
didn't.
ever, starting with
Guys,
weird
I got
ones
my
to
ice
straight
cream,
up
I'm so
insane.
happy.
So my goal this year is to give you guys
Oh my God, it
double
looks
the amount of videos
beautiful.
without sacrificing quality. And to
And I
do
also
that, we
got my
gotta keep
cookie.
growing. So 75% of you guys aren't subscribed, and it would mean the world to me
That's
if you did.
crazy.
And I
Who'd do
promise
that?
to
I don't know who would do such a
do
thing.
my very best. I'm Visual Venture, and you are awesome. The pee in your pants challenge.
The
People
what?
usually join
Pee in your
TikTok trends
pants?
to look cool, but the pee in your pants challenge was different because it was just
Oh, what?
embarrassing. It began in April 2020 when a guy named Liam Wire filmed himself peeing his pants. Then he posted the video online.
Pee your pants.
Why would you do that?
Liam
Like,
made the video
if you did this, people would just laugh at you. Like, how did this become a trend? Is that for real? Like, luckily I wasn't on that side of TikTok at the time, so I didn't see on any of those videos. But why?
as a joke. He
Like,
just wanted
why?
to make
Just
fun
why?
of how ridiculous TikTok challenges had become. But people didn't get that joke. Instead, they thought he was trying to start a new
Oh,
trend.
yeah.
And just
He was doing it for like the memes and giggles, and people were dumb enough to actually replicate what he did. Bro, we really are like parrots. We literally are just a horde of sheep.
Just like that, the Pee Your Pants challenge took off. TikTokers everywhere started filming
No.
themselves in front of mirrors, wetting
Mm,
themselves.
mm-mm.
Anyone watching the video could see the wet spot on their pants.
That has to be a kink for someone.
Huh?
That has to be a kink.
Huh?
That's the only reason I can imagine why this popped off. I don't get it. Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Pee your pants challenge.
TikTok eventually deleted
Be your pants challenge. Like the way he said it.
Liam's video, but that didn't stop the challenge from spreading. This was during the lockdown when people were stuck at home and desperate for entertainment. At its peak, the Pee Your Pants challenge hit over 4 million views on TikTok. But although it was
You're telling me 4 million people just watched people pee themselves? 4 million people. Hi, Keel. We're watching the dumbest TikTok trends ever while I'm eating. It's very fire so far. People pissing themselves. Very fire.
was getting a lot of attention, most people obviously found it disgusting.
Please,
Yeah.
don't pee your pants for TikTok. This is perhaps
I'm
one
eating
of
while
the
I'm watching
dumbest
this, by the way.
challenges next to eating Tide Pods that
I'm
I've
not-
ever witnessed.
Maybe
But it
I'm
wasn't
the
just
real
gross. There
problem.
were real consequences for those who took part in the
Maybe I'm part of the
challenge.
problem.
The biggest problem was that the internet never forgets. Anyone who did this challenge now has a video of them peeing their pants on the internet forever. And with many employers now checking social media before hiring,
Imagine you get a kid like one day, and that kid Googles your name, and the first result that appears is you pissing your pants. I would, no.
they could easily find those embarrassing videos. The challenge eventually faded, but it left an important lesson behind. Trends end, but embarrassment lasts forever. This next trend also seemed harmless, but it could easily send people to the emergency room. The raw dogging challenge.
Raw dogging?
In
What?
2023, Apple TV released a show called Hijack. It was an interesting story, but no one expected it to spark one of TikTok's dumbest trends. In the Hijack show, the main character spends 7 hours on a plane without using any devices for entertainment to pass the time. He endured the long flight with 0 distractions. Somehow, this
I mean, that's... It's so cooked. We're so cooked, chat. Like, when I was growing up, I didn't have like any of this entertainment, and imagine our parents or their parents, like our grandfathers and mothers, and yeah, like the people from the past, like barely like 30 years ago, they didn't have any screens to look at for entertainment. And now we literally cannot go for like 2 or 3 hours without looking at the screen. We're so cooked. So unbelievably cooked.
Inspired TikTokers to do the same. By June 2024, people were posting videos of themselves raw dogging flights.
By the way, if you're filming yourself, doesn't that mean that you're using your phone? Well, I guess you wouldn't use it. I mean, other than filming. So I guess. I don't know, bro.
This meant no scrolling on their phone, no music, no reading. They would just sit there for hours staring straight
They're
ahead.
tweaking.
They
They're
called
tweaking
it the raw
out.
dogging challenge. At first, it seemed like an interesting endurance test. Some called it the ultimate dopamine detox to reset the brain. But as always, TikTok took it way too far. Participants added extra rules like no sleeping, no drinking water, and no snacking or eating. The more extreme it got, the more people tried to outdo each other. Soon, raw dogging flights wasn't just a trend. It was a competition who could last the longest. Even
We're watching the dumbest TikTok trends ever.
celebrities, rappers, and athletes joined posting their own entries. Before long, the challenge even had an unofficial scorecard. And since it turned into a contest, people started cheating. Some actually raw dogged flights while others just faked it. Like Nathan Da, who posted
That's so stupid. Why why would you take part in a trend just to fake it? Like for the views? Cuz if that's the case, just don't take part in it. Like you don't have to. That's kind of embarrassing. If you get caught like cheating.
did a TikTok claiming he raw dogged a 9-hour flight. But there was one problem. The airline he flew didn't even have flights that long. Then there was comedian Danny Duncan. He said that he raw dogged an 18-hour flight, but his clip was obviously a joke. But not everyone picks up on these jokes, so these fake videos inspire more people to actually participate. And that's where the real problem started, because most TikTokers didn't understand that this challenge could actually be dangerous. Taking long flights without food or water increases the risk of dehydration. Planes already dry you out, and this only makes dehydration worse.
At sea level, the average humidity in the air is 40 to 50%. Where in an aircraft it can be as low as 10%.
No.
If your body isn't used to that level of humidity, you can rapidly dehydrate.
But dehydration wasn't the only danger.
So not only are you dehydrating yourself by just sitting in the cabin, your blood is also losing a lot of oxygen by breathing in such thin air constantly.
Airplane air is way thinner than what we breathe on the ground. That's why people feel lightheaded or exhausted after a long flight. The lower oxygen levels make it harder for the body to function properly. But most
Doing good,
TikTokers
Daddy. How are
didn't
you?
understand the risks, so they kept going. Luckily, the media stepped in just in time. One
Thank
article
God.
read, idiots are doing this on planes and it's dangerous. They ripped the raw dogging
Bruh, if it wasn't for the media, I don't think they would have stopped, not gonna lie to you. Like, if some big known outlet, if nobody let them know that it's actually dangerous for them, they would have kept going. I wouldn't be surprised if someone would have actually passed away from this, not gonna lie. People are so stupid, I swear to God. They see someone doing it, they have to replicate it. Well, I guess that's how humans work, but still. Crazy.
challenge apart, listing all the ways it could go wrong. Other media personalities called the trend pointless.
Being a person, being present in the space you're physically occupying, even that we now call a trend.
As news outlets criticized and pointed out the dangers, the challenge started losing momentum. And by the end of 2024, TikTokers abandoned the raw-dogging challenge and moved on to the next viral trend. We already know that TikTok is full of terrible health advice, but this next challenge might be the dumbest health trend ever. The beer tanning challenge.
What? Beer tanning? So you like lay down and you put beer on yourself to tan? That sounds so disgusting. Like the smell of hot beer is so yucky. Yeah, hell no. And like the sticky texture when it gets like on you. Why would you do that?
The beard tanning trend probably started because of a shocking claim that spread on TikTok. In July 2023, a TikToker posted a video warning that using
Bro, sunscreen is so good for you. If you want to have nice skin, just put sunscreen on. I think a lot of people recommend you to do that. It's not only for, you know, for the UV light and all, and stuff like that, but it also like hydrates your skin. So yeah. If you want some low effort skincare thingy, sunscreen. Sunscreen is very, very, really good.
using sunscreen was actually dangerous.
Literally rubbing cancer into our skin.
Dumb fuck, bro. Dumb fuck. Why would you listen to this? Whoever actually believed this, bro. Like, not even a doctor, not even a dermatologist, or however you call the person that, you know, studies skin. A random ass person on the internet telling you that. It's like me making a TikTok and saying, did you know that ice cream shortens your lifespan? Yeah. Crazy.
The District of New York follows a report by online pharmacy Valisure, which detected
Banana boat spray sunscreens? Wait, what? Oh, so it's like a singular instance in which like something bad has been detected in the sunscreen, I guess?
high levels of benzene in several brands and batches of sunscreen.
He explained that some sunscreens contain benzene, which is a chemical suspected of causing cancer. That was all people needed to hear. The video went viral, getting over 5 million views. Viewers were scared, but they were also confused. If sunscreen was dangerous, what were people supposed to use instead?
So you really thought that using beer would be much better? Like what? In what world are we living? What a fuck?
Instead, TikTok had an answer. Beer. Barely a month after the sunscreen controversy.
Of course it's the same dumb fuck. Obviously. Like, people, why are people so gullible?
Blew up, a new TikTok trend started. It was called the Beer Tanning Challenge.
I wouldn't be surprised if that person just said that to like see how dumb people are.
People would film themselves rubbing beer all over their skin, then lie out in the sun. The idea was that the hops in beer boosted melanin in the skin.
Oh no. So you're telling me that all these people tanned without sunscreen using beer? I do not want to imagine the damage, the amount of damage their skin received from that.
Skin speeding up the tanning process.
Oh boy, what's happening here? Yeah, this guy's pouring beer all over himself here. This is the latest trend on TikTok, beer tanning.
At first, it sounded like a crazy theory, but soon people started posting before and after shots.
Obviously, you're gonna get tanned if you're gonna stay in the sun. Without even beer, you'd have had the same exact result. Hello? Hello?
Showing off their deep tans. Some even swore beer worked better than sunscreen.
Yeah, but you're getting tanned, but you're also getting some other kind of diseases. Hopefully not, but that couldn't have been good.
Weeks, the beer tanning challenge became very popular. Videos with the hashtag BeerTan skyrocketed to almost 300,000 views, and more people joined the challenge. But while TikTokers were celebrating their bronzed skin, one group was trying to shut down this challenge ASAP. Dermatologists hated the beer tanning challenge and called it downright dangerous.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do people actually not think when they start trends like this? Do you actually not think about your health or anything?
The science behind beer tanning was completely bogus.
Apparently, The hops in the beer stimulate the production of melatonin, which leads to a tan. But there's absolutely no evidence to support this.
Beer has 0 SPF, which means it doesn't protect the skin
Yeah.
from sunburn like proper sunscreen does. Even with sunscreen, 1 in 5 Americans will develop skin cancer. Swapping sunscreen for beer only increases that risk. As the media covered the dangers, the backlash grew. Eventually, TikTok stepped in. They banned the beer tanning challenge and started removing any videos promoting it. And since
Thank you. Thank you, TikTok. Oh my god, actually being useful.
TikTok was
No way.
suppressing the beer tanning challenge, it gradually disappeared. This next trend caused nothing but pain and discomfort. But that's exactly what made people want to try it. No Poop July. The No Poop
What the fuck? But you cannot just not poop. You have to do the doo-doo. You have to. If you don't do the doo-doo, it's literally bad for your it's literally bad for your health. Like, why would you want to be constipated on purpose? That's enough internet for today. Bro.
Poop July challenge is as ridiculous as it sounds.
mean-
The goal is simple. Don't use the toilet for the entire month of July. Every
That's
year,
crazy.
hundreds of people join in posting TikTok videos to show how long they can last. But before we find out if anyone actually pulled it off, there's a bigger question.
What the fuck? Bro.
Show how long they can last. But before we find out if
Their faces. They're literally zombies. What the fuck? I'm concerned. Oh my, look at their. Oh my god. They actually look that they're on verge of dying. Now, not only the toilet, I guess they weren't allowed to like poop in general, because the hashtag is No Poop July. Almost 3,000 posts. Crazy. People are crazy, especially people on TikTok. Holy fuck. Holy macaroni.
If anyone actually pulled it off, there's a bigger question. How did such a ridiculous trend even start? In July 2020, a TikToker named OKCron posted a video looking extremely uncomfortable. The text on the screen read, "Day 1 of No Poop July." OKCron's face said it all. He was struggling to hold it in, but the caption made it even funnier. It said, "Can I make it till the end?" It was a bold question, and thousands wanted to see if OKCron could actually last the whole month. His video received 84,000 likes, and the comments were full of people cheering him on. As the days passed, OKCron kept the suspense going with dramatic updates. Each new video showed him looking worse, sweat pouring down his face, pained facial expressions, and lots of squirming. The more uncomfortable he looked, the more excited viewers got. Viewers weren't sure if he was kidding or if he was really holding it in for a month, but it was entertaining regardless.
Oh my god.
Then, just as July was coming to an end,
He literally looks crazy. He literally looks batshit crazy. He literally looks like he came.
viewers weren't
Oh hell
sure
no.
if he was kidding or if he was really holding it in.
He
for a
looks
month,
like
but it was
he's back from the
entertaining
asylum.
regardless. Then, just as July was coming to
Oh,
an
let's
end,
go. You're
there
gonna
was
play
a twist.
Nika and
You might
W.
know him as the kid who hasn't pooped for 26 days. But
What
today,
chapter are
he
you
felt
on?
that he lied to us.
No Poop July, though. Did you fail? Be real. Yeah, obviously, like, I'd be in the hospital. But...
With a simple, funny
Yeah,
video,
you'd be in the
OKCron
hospital if you
admitted
didn't poop.
He failed the challenge. Up until this moment, No Poop July wasn't even a trend. It was just one guy doing something dumb for laughs. However,
Oh, it was just one guy. Thank God. Oh, Flutterfly is pretty good. I'm actually surprised you're playing it.
it got people
W.
wondering if it was possible to go an entire month without pooping. They were determined to find out. TikTok quickly dug up a real-life case that made the challenge seem possible. It was about a man who held it in for a very long time.
And while
while he was waiting behind bars, Lamar went on a poop strike. He simply refused to go to the bathroom altogether. He didn't go to the bathroom for literally 47 straight days.
Suddenly, No Poop July didn't seem
47?
like it was just a joke. So by July 2021, 1 year after the original challenge, it started trending again.
As human beings, as a society, we have way too much free time on our hands. Like, how is a poop strike a thing? How? Brother.
This time, more TikTokers joined in, posting videos of themselves trying to hold it in. And some of them were taking the challenge seriously.
Oh my...
Even OK Kron came back for the 2021 challenge, posting daily updates just
oh
like
my
before.
god.
Then in July 2022, No Poop July returned for the 3rd year in a row. That's when doctors realized this
3 years in a row? Like, it kept going for 3 years? No.
was becoming an annual event, and they were horrified. Worried
Yeah.
doctors begged people not to try the challenge.
This is not normal because if you're not having a bowel movement every day, it could lead to abdominal pain, gas, bloating, and other issues.
But instead,
Like, you have to get rid of the waste, right? Like, where... Like, it's obviously it's gonna make you feel sick. If you're not gonna, you know... No, liberate yourself? Liberate yourself? I don't know. But you get the idea. Obviously, you're gonna feel sick. Dumb fucks.
instead of dying down, it exploded. The 2023 edition of No Poop July racked up 80 million views in just
80 million.
weeks.
Dude, it's July. You know what that means? I don't know what that means. Just look on TikTok. It's No Poop July. Oh no!
The 2024
Guys, let's do No Poop July together. Yeah. No Poop July. Very funny, very funny.
edition crossed 100 million views. But 2024 was special because OK Kron, the TikToker who started it all, decided to turn the ridiculous trend into something meaningful. To everyone's surprise, he announced that he donated about $1,000 worth of toilet paper to various charities. OK Kron's donation meant that something positive came out of this dumb challenge. Hopefully, No Poop July won't return in 2025. But with how popular
guys,
it's
I'm gonna
gotten,
eat
it
my ice
probably
cream.
will.
I'm so happy.
The next trend on our list was
I haven't had
mostly
ice
done
cream in
by
forever.
women, and it backfired in the worst way possible. The silhouette challenge.
Silhouette? Okay, that doesn't sound bad.
Women took part in this challenge, but they had no idea that this trend would make them targets for creeps and trolls on the internet. The challenge started in January 2021.
Oh, I've seen that. I actually saw this type of post on TikTok. And they're very nice, actually. Very, very nice.
When a TikToker named Yoelise posted a video with a unique editing style. The silhouette effect with the red background looked amazing. Within hours, Yoelise's comments were flooded with people begging for a tutorial. They wanted to make their own versions. Yoelise listened. That same day, she posted a step-by-step guide. To create the silhouette effect, they just needed to use a red tinted filter from Snapchat or TikTok.
Oh, really?
For long, TikTokers everywhere were trying it out. They called it the Silhouette Challenge. Even celebrities joined the trend.
So turn on the light in your bathroom.
I don't really get how this one is bad though. Like, I actually thought it looked cool.
Okay, go in your door arch, okay? And just whatever you want to do.
At its peak, the Silhouette Challenge got more than 200 million views on TikTok. But like most TikTok trends, it didn't take long for things to go wrong. Because the challenge was showing off body shapes, the participants wore as little as possible. Others wore nothing at all. After all, the red filter was supposed to hide everything, leaving only a shadow. But it turns out the filter wasn't foolproof. Before long, some creeps online figured out how to remove the filter. And once they took it off, they could see everything, if you catch my drift. Suddenly...
Oh! By the way, were people doing this naked? Why? Why did you do this naked in the first place? We just need to wear like super tight clothing, right? And also, who the fuck actually goes through the trouble to remove the filters? Like, what kind of down bad, tremendous, creepy motherfuckers, bravo? Well, bro, get off the internet, go touch grass, go see the jail cells.
Tutorials on how to remove the red filter started popping up everywhere.
Tutorials?
And since there were hundreds of silhouette challenge videos online, creeps were having a field day. People even created subreddits like Silhouette Unfiltered to share silhouette challenge videos with the filters removed. Panic
That's
spread
creepy
fast.
as fuck.
Suddenly, TikTokers were warning everyone to stay away from the silhouette challenge, or at least wear clothes while doing it.
So word of warning, if you're going to make a video as part of the silhouette challenge, keep your clothes on. People are attempting to revert the videos back to their normal coloring, and that can reveal things that viewers aren't supposed to see.
For some, the warnings came in time, but for others, it was too late. The videos had been downloaded, altered, and shared to creeps across the internet. TikTok tried to help by banning filter removal tutorials and shutting down accounts spreading them. But instead of being relieved, some victims blamed TikTok for not acting sooner. One thing was clear, the silhouette challenge should have never existed. This next trend wasn't just dumb, it was also—
I don't know, I think I feel like it's a cool concept. If there weren't creeps on the internet trying to do that, I thought it was a cool trend. Maybe that's just me.
a crime.
This is why we cannot have good things on the internet. This is why, ladies and gentlemen.
The Chase Bank glitch.
The fuck is that?
On September 1st, 2024, TikTokers were buzzing with excitement. The reason was because they thought they found a way to get free money. Thousands of dollars completely free. They called it the Chase Bank glitch.
So what people would do, they would write a big check that they didn't have the money for, a bad check, and then they would immediately take money away from an ATM.
Just like the guy explained, they would write a check for more money than they had in their Chase Bank account.
Wait, I've never used a check. Can you just like insert a check in a in a bank, you know, thingy machine, and you get the money from it, or how does it work? Like, do you not have to present it to like one of those bank cashiers to verify it?
And deposit it. These checks
I don't know how
were
it
fake
works.
because their accounts had no money to back them up. Then, before the bank could catch on, they would rush to an ATM and withdraw the check's full amount. In other words, they were scamming the bank for free cash. As word spread, the hashtag Chase Bank glitch started trending on TikTok. Within hours, people were lined up at Chase Bank ATMs
No
eager
way.
to cash in.
No. That was my reaction. Nah, what the fuck? People are shameless. Shameless, I'm telling you.
There was one small problem. The so-called glitch was actually a crime. As more people heard about the trend,
Duh. You're literally stealing from the bank. Like, did you really not think that it's gonna like bite you in the ass if they catch you? Obviously, it's a crime.
Financial
Dumb
experts
fucks.
explained why the Chase Bank glitch was actually check fraud.
Make no mistake, in every sense of the word, this is check fraud. You are knowingly writing fake checks. And to make it even worse, you are committing a felony against yourself.
Anyone caught committing check fraud can face huge fines, prison time, and even a lifetime ban from opening a bank account.
Chase will alert every other bank that you try to go to. And you may possibly never be able to get an account. You have to.
But despite all the warnings, the Chase Bank glitch kept trending on TikTok. Some posted screenshots of their bank balances as proof that it worked.
Huh? Wait, what? 9 million? What? What? Bro, I've never seen that many numbers in my entire life. Holy moly.
Others saw a chance to cash in, selling step-by-step guides or charging fees to
Oh, I
teach
finished
people
my
how to pull it
ice
off.
cream. It
But it
was
was
so
only
good.
a matter of time before the
was so
bosses
good,
at
bro.
Chase Bank realized TikTokers were stealing from them. And when they did, they were furious. On September 2nd, barely 24 hours after the glitch went viral, Chase Bank shut it down. The bank released a statement saying the glitch was fixed. Fake checks wouldn't work anymore. And just to make things clear, they added, depositing a fraudulent check and withdrawing the funds from your account is fraud, plain and simple. Now everyone
They actually had to write a rule. Actually had to write their rule for these people. No way.
who took advantage of the glitch was
That's so
panicking.
sad.
And they had good reason to be worried because
That's so
Chase
sad and
Bank was
funny.
coming after them. By October 2024, the bank started suing those who used the glitch. One person stole $335,000 during the glitch. Chase didn't stop there. They identified accounts that deposited those fake checks, froze them, and took back whatever money was left. Most
No,
of those
you
accounts ended up with negative account balances
This
with
is
a
literally
bunch of
the
zeros.
dumbest TikTok trends ever.
Man, they really told me to tap in. Next day I was supposed to clear and look at my account, yo. They really
Oh, fuck, bro. Why is he getting mad? Why are you getting mad? Like, you really thought you were gonna get away with it. Oh, brother. You cannot be real. You cannot be real. You get what you deserve. Why are you mad for? Like, why are you mad at the bank for a crime you committed? Oh no! If it's not the consequences of my own actions, boo-hoo.
told me to tap in. Next day I was supposed to clear and look at my account, yo.
No
Soon,
way, y'all.
arrests began.
No way.
Those who thought they scored free money were charged and tried in court. The Chase Bank glitch became a brutal lesson. Don't commit a financial crime because someone on TikTok told you it was cool.
Bro.
This next trend took an ordinary daily activity and turned it into something
It's crazy,
idiotic.
though.
The cereal challenge. Here's how
Cereal?
the challenge works. Two people had to participate. One person lay down with their mouth wide open.
Isn't this like a really old challenge though? Because I think I've seen people doing it like way back, like when I was in like middle school or some shit. Or maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it was another one.
While the other poured cereal and milk in. Then the second person had to eat the cereal straight from their mouth using a spoon. To
Oh no, never mind. It's another one.
pass the challenge, the person on the
Oh,
bottom
this is
had to
next
keep their
level.
mouth open while the second person ate from it. Some managed to keep their mouths open long enough to complete the challenge. Others ended up coughing.
Bro, I didn't feel the need to like gag at the poop challenge, but this one, bro, this one is foul. I don't know why this amazes me more than the other one. Maybe because it like directly implies food. I don't know.
In milk. Huge influencers with millions of followers joined the trend. And with that kind of reach, the cereal challenge spread faster.
Doing the cereal challenge with my sister.
Some even decided to involve their pets in the challenge,
No,
and you do not
what's
wanna
wrong
see
with
those
you?
videos. But the challenge was also pretty risky. If the
Bro.
person lying down inhaled
Like, sure, be dumb by yourself, but do not like involve pets, bro. Well, God forbid these people.
milk or cereal, they could legitimately choke and suffocate. This trend was all risk with zero reward. Luckily, the cereal challenge didn't last long, but while it was trending,
Ew.
it proved people will do just about anything for 15 minutes of fame, even if it puts their health on the line. This next trend was one of the dumbest and most dangerous ones out
Literally.
there. The Orbeez challenge.
Orbeez.
In 2022, the
Oh,
Orbeez
that.
challenge was so notorious that people threatened to arrest anyone caught doing it. To understand why, you first need to know what Orbeez are. Orbeez are
Oh wait, I've had the Orbeez when I was a child. Well, I like these little things. They like grow in the water, and then they're like nice and smooth and slimy. I like them.
tiny beads that swell up when soaked in water.
There are 1 million Orbeez in this bar.
1 million. Oh my god, I remember seeing people doing that. I think I've seen a video of like a person filling a whole swimming pool with them.
So satisfying.
Orbeez are usually harmless. Kids play with them and some
Yeah,
people
they're
even use them
fun.
to relieve stress. But in 2022, someone had a reckless idea. They started loading Orbeez into toy guns and shooting them like tiny water bullets.
No.
Except they weren't aiming them at friends. They were targeting random strangers.
These
What
things
the?
can shoot up to about 200, 210 feet per second.
And then it got even worse. People began freezing the Orbeez before loading them. So instead
Oh, bro. What is wrong with these people? Yeah, this has to be a crime. This has to. This is literally like throwing a rock at a stranger, but with a gun. Oh, that must have hurt like a bitch.
Instead of bursting on impact, the frozen Orbeez hit like rubber bullets. That made them a lot more painful and more dangerous.
These toy guns, well, they can really actually replicate a real firearm.
Yeah.
In March 2022, the Orbeez challenge was out of control. TikTokers across the country
That's
were
crazy.
shooting Orbeez at random.
People died from it? That is insane. I had no idea this was a thing. Bro, I never thought Orbeez could be like used for this kind of shit. That's crazy. Well, humans will always find a way to make the most in like harmless things into weapons for some reason.
Strangers.
A new trend on social media is raising serious concern among local police departments. It involves people shooting innocent bystanders with water pellets.
Police cracked down hard, arresting teens who participated in the challenge. In one case, 4 teens were arrested. They were charged with
Only 4?
disorderly conduct, harassment, and
Only
reckless
4,
endangerment.
really?
Police say surveillance video showed the 4 teens pull up in a car and fire the gel pellets into a class working outside.
You would think arrest
Into
would
a
scare people
class
off,
as
but
well.
it didn't.
Shameless.
Kids kept doing the Orbeez challenge until someone lost their life. On June 2nd, 2022, a group of teenagers Orbeezed some guys playing basketball.
No.
But these weren't the kind of guys to laugh it off. A fight broke out, and by the time it was over, one of the basketball players lost his life. He was only 17. When the media reported
Rest
the
in
case, people
peace.
finally realized how serious this challenge was.
TikTok is not reality to real life, but there's real consequences for some of the.
Sometimes I can understand why, you know, the government wants to ban TikTok. But I don't think it's for like this kind of reasons. I think it's more for like political reasons. But some people really shouldn't have access to like the internet. Bravo.
Those things that go on there.
That was the final straw. Police cracked down harder on the Orbeez challenge. In Kentucky, a mayor banned water pellet toys completely. Walmart, Target, and Amazon pulled Orbeez from their shelves. Even Spin Master, the company behind Orbeez, addressed the issue. They released a statement saying they had no affiliation with the gel toys and that their Orbeez products were not intended to be used as projectiles.
Obviously.
But after all this, the Orbeez
Can't
challenge
believe they
didn't
actually need to make
completely
rules for that
Orbeez
because of
challenge
some
incidents
dumb
were
people.
Still being reported as recently as 2024. These trends prove that some people will do anything to fit in. But just remember, the people that change the world are the ones that choose to be different. Visual Venture. Wait, before you go, make sure you guys watch part 1 of this video.
Thank you for that video. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very nice and interesting.